This work is dedicated to the memory of my son. His absence is a constant ache, a silent echo in the grand symphony of life. His spirit, though fleeting, ignited a fire within me, a fierce determination to illuminate the shadows and to share stories that might, in some small way, honor the preciousness of every life. His innocence is a beacon in the often harsh realities I explore, reminding me of the profound impact we have on one another, and the enduring power of love that transcends even the most brutal circumstances. This work is a testament to his memory, a tribute to the light he brought into the world, and a solemn promise to seek truth and understanding, even in the darkest corners of human experience. May this narrative, born from the depths of struggle and the pursuit of redemption, serve as a reminder that even in the face of immense darkness, the human spirit's capacity for transformation and the enduring strength of familial bonds can ultimately prevail. To the mothers who hold unwavering hope in their hearts, who nurture life amidst chaos, and who embody a strength that defies description, this book is also for you. Your resilience is a quiet revolution. Your love an unyielding force that shapes futures and defies the narratives of despair. May the stories within these pages offer solace, recognition, and a profound acknowledgement of your tireless strength. Chapter 1. The humid air of Southside Jamaica, Queens, clung to everything like a second skin. It was thick with the syrupy sweetness of overripe mangoes and the acrid tang of exhaust fumes. Summer was a relentless force here, baking the cracked asphalt and amplifying the city's ceaseless hum into a deafening roar. For a young man teetering on the precipice of adolescence, this was more than just a backdrop. It was the very air he breathed, the rhythm that dictated his every step. It was the symphony that underscored the volatile melody of his burgeoning dreams and the ever-present shadows that threatened to engulf them. This was a landscape etched in concrete and resilience, a vibrant tapestry woven with threads of rich culture and the stark realities of systemic neglect. It was a place where stoops served as impromptu community centers, where the rhythmic bounce of basketballs echoed through narrow streets, and where the soulful strains of reggae and R&B spilled from open windows, a testament to the enduring spirit of its inhabitants. Yet, beneath this vibrant surface, a different kind of current flowed. It was a current of limited opportunities, pervasive poverty, and the ever-present allure of a life lived outside the conventional rules. He was a product of this environment, his nascent identity shaped by the confluence of cultural pride and the pragmatic lessons of survival. His early years were a masterclass in observation, as he absorbed the unspoken language of the streets, the subtle height, and the quiet desperation that often simmered just beneath the surface of daily life. The foundations of his character, strong and unyielding like the bedrock beneath the city, were being laid brick by brick, not in pristine classrooms or manicured parks, but amidst the gritty beauty of this urban jungle. Here, surrounded by the whispers of temptation and the tangible struggles of his community, his extraordinary path was beginning to take shape. It was a journey that would be as fraught with peril as it was destined for legend. The concrete expanse of Southside Jamaica, Queens, was more than just a geographical location. It was a crucible for a young man standing on the precipice of manhood. Its gritty embrace offered a potent cocktail of belonging and challenge. The summer sun beat down with an almost tangible intensity, its heat mingling with the distant wail of sirens, a perpetual soundtrack to the lives unfolding within its labyrinthine streets. Dreams, as vibrant and fleeting as the graffiti that adorned the brick walls, began to blossom in this fertile ground, yet they were constantly threatened by the looming shadows of circumstance, the ever-present specter of a life defined by limitations. In Tees World, survival was an art form. Every day presented a new canvas, and the colors were often shades of gray. The air, thick and heavy, seemed to carry the weight of 1,000 untold stories, of aspirations both realized and deferred. The soundtrack of the neighborhood wasn't just music and sirens. It was the laughter of children playing stickball in the street, the heated arguments spilling from apartment windows, the rhythmic clatter of the elevated train passing overhead. It was a complex, layered composition that spoke of life in its most raw and unfiltered form. This young man learned to navigate this world with a keen sense of awareness. He learned to read the shifts in mood on the block as easily as he could read the weather. He understood the delicate balance between respect and fear, between ambition and caution. The streets were his first and most demanding teacher, and the lessons were often harsh. He saw the allure of the quick money, the flash and bravado that came with a life outside the law. It was a seductive promise in a place where legitimate pathways to success often felt like they were blocked by invisible walls. He witnessed the toll it took on families, the cycle of poverty and incarceration that seemed to trap so many. But he also saw incredible strength. He saw mothers working 2 or 3 jobs, their exhaustion masked by an unshakable resolve to provide for their children. He saw elders on the block who served as pillars of the community, dispensing wisdom and discipline with equal measure. He saw the tight-knit bonds of friendship, forged in shared struggle, that were stronger than any blood relation. These dualities defined his world: the vibrant culture and the crushing poverty, the sense of community and the threat of violence, the dreams that soared as high as the city's skyscrapers, and the realities that could bring them crashing down to earth. He stood at the intersection of it all, a young man with the weight of his environment on his shoulders, but with a fire in his belly that refused to be extinguished. The concrete of Southside Jamaica was not just the ground beneath his feet. It was being molded into the very foundation of the man he was destined to become. The neighborhood was a microcosm of a larger struggle, a battle being fought in countless similar communities across the country. But for him, it was personal. It was the world he knew, the world he had to conquer or be conquered by. Every corner held a memory. Every block told a story. The corner store where he bought candy as a kid was also where older boys now lingered, their eyes holding a hardness that belied their age. The park where he played on the swings was now a territory, its boundaries marked by unspoken rules and elite. His journey was just beginning, but the path was already being laid out. It was a path that would test his character, his loyalty, and his will to survive. It would force him to make choices that would define not only his own future, but the lives of those around him. The boy who was shaped by the humid air and concrete landscape of Southside Jamaica was on the verge of becoming a man, and the legend was about to be born. Not in a flash of glory, but in the slow, grinding, day-to-day struggle for existence in the heart of the urban jungle. This was his origin story, written in the language of the streets, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming odds. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. The story is just beginning, and there is so much more to uncover. If you found this compelling, please hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter. Your support means the world. See you in the next video.